Detective, we left off hearing that recording of the first interview conducted with the defendant, Devyn Michaels, correct?
Correct.
If you recall, when that interview was conducted, had you and your team executed the search warrant on the Paladura home yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So did you have a general understanding of what you had in your scene?
Not the Reno.
Okay. Did you know there was at least a decapitation?
Yes.
Okay. But anything else is kind of follows the interview?
Yes.
You then enter after a search warrant is authorized by a judge?
Yes.
And do you go into the scene itself?
I do.
Do you stay downstairs, upstairs, or go through the whole thing?
I was in charge of searching a few different locations. One was the upstairs master bedroom. One was the kitchen. Another was that kind of middle room, dining room area, as well as like a converted living room section that was more of a bedroom.
And is the converted room where John's body was found?
That is correct.
Okay. So let's start with upstairs. Was there anything of evidentiary value found upstairs?
No.
Anything of potential evidentiary value found in the kitchen area?
No.
Anything found in that level where the kitchen is? And then let's focus in on the converted room, John's room, I'm going to call it. When you went into John's room, did you get an overall perspective of the scene?
I did.
Did you go kind of look around and search different various items?
Yes.
Did you make any observations of the body itself?
I did.
And what were those?
That the body was laying, across the bed with obviously decapitated.
Did you notice a substantial amount of blood under his head? Or where his head should be, I'm sorry?
There was blood on the mattress, I believe, as well as on the floor.
Okay. Did you observe any blood on the ceiling, on the walls, or anything like that?
I did not notice anything else there. No.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been in homicide about 2 years now, correct?
Correct.
Prior to that, had you responded to violent scenes before, even if you weren't on homicide?
Of course.
What types of scenes?
I spent close to 9 years in K-9, so we went to a lot of different violent calls, obviously looking for suspects that had fled, obviously in patrol work and things of that nature. I was also an officer in charge for a while, so obviously responding to like your typical patrol calls, violent crime scenes, suicides, anything of that nature.
Okay. Did you make any general observations about the blood situation in this particular scene?
It looked a bit localized around the actual body.
What do you mean by localized?
As far as like the pool on the mattress as well as underneath, but nothing like you mentioned as far as like on the ceiling or anything like that.
Just so I can clarify, did you observe any blood staining or patterning or dragging or anything other than in that small area around the bed?
I did not.
Anywhere near the front door, the garage, the back door, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you observe any of the victim's personal belongings, such as his wallet, his truck keys, his phone, or his social security card within the scene?
I did not locate those items, no.
Did you observe any weapons that could have been used to do this crime?
Obviously there's going to be kitchen knives and things of that nature, but nothing that was obvious.
Yeah. Nothing in the room?
Not that I located.
No kitchen knives in the room?
Not that I recall, no.
You're referring to the kitchen knives in the kitchen?
Yes, correct.
Any of those, did those have any apparent blood on them or look to be
No.
dirty, I guess? Okay. When, at some point in the investigation, do you get called out to execute a search warrant at a different residence?
I did.
Where was that?
That was going to be at, I believe, 5510 Porcupine Road.
Showing you what's been admitted as 8. Do you recognize this generally?
Yes.
And what does this appear to be?
That looks like, obviously at the top is going to be 5510 Porcupine Rim Street. And then down at the bottom appears to be the Paula Pure address, I'm assuming.
Okay. And the information on the left, does that look like just a general Google mapping?
Yes.
And it appears here that there are a couple different routes you can take, but overall it's about 32 to 36 minutes between the two via a vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like that appears to be what the route says.
And this particular route that's highlighted, it says 25.8 miles. Is that fair?
Yes.
If you can see that. And this Paladura scene within your jurisdiction in Henderson?
Yes.
Porcupine Rim scene is within Metro's jurisdiction, but as a result of you investigating a Henderson homicide, you go into that jurisdiction.
Yes.
Is that common for agencies to overlap during
Absolutely.
investigations? When was it that you responded to this porcupine rim scene, if you can recall?
I believe that was later in the evening on the 7th.
So we're still on the 7th? Okay. Is that a yes?
Yes.
States 239, already admitted. Is this the Porcupine Rim address?
That appears to be so, yes.
And there's two very apparent vehicles, but then there's one kind of tucked behind the van. Can you see that?
Yes.
Were you present for the searching of any of that?
For the overall residence, yes.
Okay. Were you present for the searching of the vehicles, or?
I believe the other detectives in our unit were actually
Okay.
searching those specific vehicles.
Okay. And you obviously are working in tandem with other detectives and crime scene investigators as
That's
well.
correct.
So I pulled a few photos. We'll have a crime scene investigator talk about the scene later, but I want to direct you to a few things. States 265, do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is this?
That appears to be the front entry room inside the residence.
Okay. Fair to say there's a shoe rack on the right side here?
Correct.
And did you find any shoes that were black and white Nikes with a white Nike swoosh across the outside?
I did not locate it.
Showing you states 268. Is this the same room?
Yes,
Do you see these samurai swords here?
I do.
Were those of something of interest that you guys were interested in?
Yes.
And did you observe those?
I do not recall actually pulling them out personally, but I did observe them in the room.
Okay. Did somebody pull them out and check if there was blood on them?
I assume so, yes.
Okay. But you wouldn't know that? You don't recall?
I did not personally do that.
Okay. 267. I can't remember why I put this up. Do you see anything of evidentiary value found in this one?
No.
291A. Did you participate in any of the upstairs searching?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you recall ever having found you or anyone on your team black and white female-sized Nike shoes with a white swoosh along the side?
I don't recall it. No.
Did you participate heavily in the search of the main bedroom?
The downstairs master?
Yes.
Correct, I did.
Tell us generally what your observations were of that bedroom.
Appeared to be like the largest bedroom in the house. That was downstairs. It was cluttered with lots of different clothes, papers, electronic devices, things of that nature.
And during the course of your search warrant, are you looking for particular items that are authorized by the judge?
We were.
And then if you come across something that was not originally expected or authorized, what is the procedure then?
Well, typically we'll obviously take note of it and identify it and then contact the lead detective to determine what course to take on that point.
Okay. In this particular case, were you looking for any items associated with the victim?
We were.
And did you find some items associated with the
I
victim?
did.
Describe the search process and how you came upon those items.
So with the search process, just when executing a search warrant, we obviously let our crime scene analysts first enter. They take overall crime scene photos of the thing, or the way the condition of the room was before we enter. After they're done with that process, then we enter, and then we actually physically search for the items that are within the search warrant.
Okay. In this particular case, were you tasked with searching through the dresser in that master room?
Yes,
And did you find something of note?
I did.
What was that?
I found a black wallet as well as a set of car keys.
And before we get there, I'm going to show you 366. You recognize that?
Yes.
You remember where that was found?
I believe that was on the bed.
373. What is this?
That looks like the same bag with a cell phone.
Okay, and then we have some items that appear to have been removed from that bag.
Appears to be, yes.
374, was that an item that was in that bag?
I believe so.
367, is that another item that was in that bag?
Yes.
368, is that another item that was in that bag?
Yes.
Before the camera goes and broadcasts that to the world, can I borrow your light? Fair to say that's a social security card, sir?
That appears to be, yes.
Just For the record, I've redacted out the social security number, Judge. 368. Can you read into the record the name on that social security card?
The social security card says Johnathan James Willett.
$394. Is that the contents of that wallet?
It appears to be.
$395. The rear side of the contents?
If you zoom out a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
$364, same wallet. This is the condition where it was actually found.
Yes.
$363, same thing, just showing a different angle of how the social security card was found.
Yes.
You mentioned searching the dresser.
I did.
Showing you 344. You generally recognize this?
I do.
So tell us about the search and how you came upon this item, and was it in this position when you first found it?
So when I first found it, it was actually in the top left drawer of the dresser in the back right corner, buried under like women's lingerie, underwear, things of that nature. The items, which were actually the wallet as well as the Chevrolet keys, were in a series of bags. So like the wallet, the keys were in one bag, and that was tied off, and then that was in another bag, and so forth, I believe, for a total of 6 bags.
Ultimately, do you document, you and other people document the process of unraveling those bags to see
Yes.
what's inside? 345, unraveling the bags.
Yes.
346, unraveling the bags.
Yes.
347, is this the innermost bag?
I believe so.
And I note the person holding it is wearing gloves.
Yes.
Is that you, do you know?
More than likely, I believe it is.
Okay, anyone who touched this bag within the scene, would they have been wearing gloves?
Yes.
And what's the purpose of that?
Just basically prevent contamination of the crime scene as much as possible.
Ultimately, is that last bag opened?
I believe so. There could be one more. I don't.
Okay, let me show you 348. Ultimately, I mean,
Okay.
every bag is opened.
Yes.
And what is inside?
So that is a black wallet with Jonathan's driver's license in it, as well as a set of Chevrolet car keys.
349, a little closer image that shows both those items.
Correct.
350, there's the truck keys in there.
Yes.
351, just a different angle of both items.
Correct.
And 352, that's the outside of the wallet.
Yes.
Ultimately, 436, that's photographed later, correct?
I believe that was taken by a crime scene analyst somewhere else.
360, what are we looking at here?
That would be the bed in that same bedroom.
And what is this item here?
That is a blue striped dress.
361, same dress.
Correct.
Appears there's a notebook next to it.
Yes.
Did that notebook contain anything?
I don't know if it was that specific notebook, but there were various, I believe, notebooks in the area.
Were there various notebooks and writings in the area?
I believe so, yes.
335, does that show some of those writings?
Yes.
336, is that zoomed in on the one in the center of the photograph?
Yes.
$338, is that another one of those writings? This one like crumpled up?
Yes.
$339, another one of those writings?
Yes.
.337, another one of those writings?
Yes.
.376, another one of those writings?
Yes.
And this starts with, so it has been officially 3 days since Devyn and I have stopped talking. He doesn't really seem too phased.
Yes.
337, another one of these writings.
Correct.
378, again another.
Yes.
379, another.
Yes.
380, another.
Yes.
381, another.
Yes.
382, another.
Correct.
383, another.
Yes.
384, another. Oops.
Yes.
385, another.
Yes.
386, another.
Yes.
387, another.
Yes.
388, another.
Yes.
And 389, the last one.
Yes.
This one starts with broken heart again, another lesson learned.
Yes.
The following day, did you participate in writing a search warrant for some call detail records?
I did.
Do you remember which call detail records you were searching for?
That would have been the Devyn's phone number, which was the 702-677-4430 number.
Okay, and call detail records come from the cell phone company, right?
Correct. And in that case, I believe it was AT&T.
And other detectives will be better suited to talk about the contents of those, not yourself.
Correct.
You helped obtain them?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Yes, thank you. Detective, in reference to the writings that I'm gathering here from counsel's desk, you would testify that these were recovered at the Porcupine residence?
Were those ones that we were just going over?
Correct. Several of them, correct?
Correct.
You reviewed these in preparation for your testimony today?
I did.
Would you agree with me that these appear to be entries into a diary, perhaps?
I'd say like a journal of sorts.
Okay, fair enough. And did these writings contain dates that you recall?
I don't recall seeing dates.
Okay. So in reference to the contents of these, you can't give us any indication as to when they were written?
No.
Months before, years before, fair to say?
That's fair assessment.
Are you aware of how long the occupant, or first of all, who owned this home?
Legally, I don't know exactly who owned the home, but I was told that Devyn and Debbie lived there.
Okay. Are you aware as to how long Devyn had been living there?
I am not aware of that.
Years, months, no idea. In fact, you have no idea where these were authored, correct?
No.
Were you aware of what was going on between the two houses, the Palmadura house and the Porcupine house? Occupants, what was going on, a move? Were you aware of what was going on?
Yes.
Based upon your knowledge, Johnathan Willette was moving into the Porcupine residence,
Yes.
correct?
That's what we were under the impression of.
And that was the residence where you found the wallet, the keys, Social Security card, correct? You'd agree with me that it appears that items had been moved in, they were out of place. I mean, the place was kind of messy and looked like a move.
It did.
Okay. Did you have it, when you were at the Paladura house, that house was in disarray as well, correct?
I think that's a fair assessment.
Fair to say that it appeared that the occupant, specifically Johnathan, was moving.
Yes.
In reference to the interview that you had had with Devyn, that interview began approximately 12 p.m.,
I believe so.
and that was at the Paladura house, correct?
Yes. In the general area. It wasn't inside the house, obviously, but it was out front.
Okay. Fair to say that she had been summoned to the house and she had come.
She did.
Had there been a discussion that neighbors had called her or something that she knew something had occurred?
I got the phone number from one of the neighbors, and then I made phone contact with Devyn.
Okay. And asked her if she would come and speak to you.
Yes.
And she came willingly.
Yes.
And she appeared to cooperate with you.
Yes.
She obviously was made aware that something bad had happened.
Yes.
And it concerned Johnathan.
Yes.
And she came and freely and voluntarily answered your questions.
She did.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Oh, actually, one more question. You were given the map, the distance between the two houses. Do you have that, counsel?
Yeah, right. I have one map, it's probably under this.
Do you recall that it was a Google map in the distance?
Some type of internet map, yes.
There was a time on that map, correct?
I believe there was.
Now, when Google calculates that time takes into account the time of day, correct?
I'm not sure with Google. I'm more familiar with Apple Maps. Like as far as on your iPhone, I know that it will typically account for traffic conditions.
So the time, perhaps, if that's pulled in the middle of the day, would be a different time. Let's say that if it were pulled at 2:30 or 3 in the morning.
Hypothetically, yes.
I mean, fair to say that those distances and that, well, the distance would remain the same, but the time to go from point A to point B would presumably be less in the middle of the night versus
Yes.
in the middle of the day. And when you pulled that, or when that was prepared, are you aware of what time of day that was?
I am not.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Very, very soon.
Nope, thank you.
Do the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, thank you, you're excused. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.